Well, thank you so much. And yes, as you mentioned, two teams not messing around. You've got Lubbock, Roosevelt, and Coahoma, both just one loss on the year. Both teams 2-1 in the district. That district standings, it's a mess, Aaron, but we're going to get right to this and see how this game played out. Coahoma and Lubbock, Roosevelt, game of the week. Early on, dropping back. You know, both these teams, they like to run the ball, but no, sir. That's going to be denied on the hit right there for Roosevelt, and then they are going to get the handoff here for the touchdown. And Lubbock, Roosevelt, they're coming right at you. Both of these teams, as we mentioned, they like to run the ball, so you'll notice that theme as we go along. Later on, though, after the Bulldogs give it back to the Eagles, they are going to air it out. That's a 4th down conversion, and then they're going to take advantage with another score right here.
Yeah, just 12 complete passes for the Eagles going into this matchup.
Oh, my, yeah. It's a rarity, folks. Bryson Kirby there to get Coahoma on the board, 14-6 there in the first half. But here come the Eagles. They're going to air it out again, but I mentioned it's not their specialty. Sean Striegler, he's a pretty good receiver, and he's going to get the interception right there later on. Coahoma, they're not messing around. Bryson Kirby once again going in for another score. That's all that kid does. But we'll see this. Coahoma, they would play it close. It was 26, I believe, 14 at one point. They got within a touchdown, 26-20, but the Bulldogs come up short, and our Jake Eichset caught up with the head coach of Coahoma after the game.
Hey, Ben and Aaron, welcome to Coahoma, a tough 26-20 loss for the Bulldogs tonight. And I got their head coach, Chris Jocelyn. Now, Chris, Coach, I know you guys just did the senior walk, so, you know, I'm sure they've had a huge just talk about their impact on this program for you.
Oh yeah, a huge impact. 3 years ago, they were part of it whenever we got here, and total buy-in of the program that we have, and that was never more evident than tonight. I mean, a lot of teams in the past would have laid down whenever they had the chance, and they fought back and put us in position to if we got to stop to go win the ball game. And then not only that, that last touchdown and 2-point conversion was huge in the playoff race, because that puts us right back into controlling our own destiny next week in the ball game. And I mean, we still got a shot at second next week.
Yeah, it's very interesting that you say that. But before we get there, we're going to talk about one of the keys to the game that you said was stopping the run. And you guys did have some stops on them, but what was your thoughts about that overall and how you guys did in that aspect of the game?
Oh, I mean, you know, that we knew going in they were going to run the ball real well, and we did. We made a lot of adjustments at halftime. They came out and scored once, and then we got some stops. But I mean, it's just a team that's going to pound it at you all the time. That's kind of what we had been the last 2 years coming into this year. Is just we're going to find a way to run the ball, and they did, and they do a good job over there. But I felt like our kids played really hard.
Yeah, Coach, and you talked about, you know, not even just playoff implications, but district implications. You guys are 6-2 now. Your season's far from over. You already have a playoff berth. Another big game against Abernathy next week. Talk about what you're taking away from tonight to that game.
The first thing is that we found out what we knew as coaches, and everybody else found out, is that we're going to play to the end and we're not going to quit. And that's kind of the mentality that we're taking. And going into next week, I mean, couldn't be more proud of a group of kids. I mean, they put themselves in this position. Now we got to have a good week and get back at it on Monday.
Coach, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for having us out here tonight, guys. A 26-20 tough loss for the Bulldogs, but they can't keep their head too low. They got a big one up next week. Ben, Aaron, back to you.